Mind's YouTube video post of May 2019. We've been talking a little bit the last few about books and book reviews, and thought we'd change the focus for this month as we head into spring and summer to talk about freelancing. Now, there's more time in the day, sun is up longer, so lots more to see and do, and plenty of time to pursue other things, whether you're a freelancer or adding freelancing as a hustle. But let's get real about freelancing. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is not easy, and it's not cheap. Because here's the thing, you're not actually a freelancer. You are a business owner. I have a website, a blog, a business card, a business plan, a marketing plan, and I work regularly with one freelancer halfway around the world because two heads are better than one. One of the things she and I talk about is the world of freelancing. There have been articles about what freelancing means, but in case you're unaware, the original term comes from Old English, I think, and essentially is quite literally freelance. Was given to a knight committed to no single monarchy, who fought for the highest pay. Whoever was paying him the most, that's who he fought for. But sometimes it seems as though this initial definition kind of got watered down and away from the knight and toward the monarchy itself. So obviously it's flipped. I'm not blasting governments, be they monarchies, democracies, oligarchies, aristocracies, or what have you. I'm simply saying the balance seems to have shifted, and with the promulgation of coverage about the youngest this or the oldest that, or the surprising overnight success of thus, that we sometimes might think that if we only did this one thing, bought that course, read that book, or fought for that perfect job, then we too could be in our own eyes an overnight success. We all want fame, fortune, just a nice living. But ultimately, what do we really want? So let's dig a little deeper. There's a deeper issue as the gig and freelance economy gains traction in the news. Don't you think? We want the freedom to do our jobs the best way we know how, regardless of time in a cubicle or office. We want the freedom to refresh and recharge so we're at our peak when we are buckled down and working on a project for a client. And we want enough money to be able to pay our bills. Yes, we all have bills. Rent, food, gas, car maintenance, phone bills, internet bills, and in the US alone, add in doctor and dentist bills, just to name a few, and maybe just enough to left over to be able to get away and come back refreshed and recharged, because freelancing is supposed to give you the freedom to be able to get your creative juices flowing in whatever vein they may be. That's not just freelance writing, but in anything that's freelance. Designers, developers, you name it. And taxes. Can't forget those taxes. April's just finished and on to the next quarter. Oh, the taxes for striking out on our own. That's a whole nother ballgame. So freelancing is stressful, but it is also liberating. So how on earth do we shake the everyday stresses of balancing teetering budgets against courses to improve our work, time to do our work, and find the balance, which was the whole reason we decided to do freelance work in the first place? Well, it took me almost 4 years, actually 5 years, as I've now just done the math, to learn this. But the first and most important thing to note right now at this moment is this. Freelancing is a long game. No one who is successful actually accomplished it overnight. For some, in the right place at the right time, it maybe took a year or two. For others, more like 5 years or 10. Sometimes longer, sometimes a little bit shorter. Just depends, but it wasn't like one day you were just sitting there one day and then 24 hours later, overnight success. They all took legwork and a lot of work. So the second thing to remember is when you choose freelance, you're never stuck. That is the beauty. If things aren't working out, you can try different things, take a step back, regroup, and try again. So take what you love, your skill sets and what you know, to expand your horizons and seek out unusual opportunities. Actually, Penny Hoarder, I love them, is a great place for ideas. I learned a few things. Did you know you could rent yourself out as a bridesmaid? That was a new one on me. just as an example. And 3, know your own value. This is super important, especially as freelance and gig economy gain traction in the news. Help put a stop to the peanuts for pay mantra. Know what you're worth. You may have to do some digging about your and some deep soul searching even, about your true experience level, the kind of time commitment you're willing to put toward a dream or a goal, and a dash of market research along with a bit of trial and error. You may not get it right away, but it will come. Like any good venture, there will be an ebb and flow of success and failure, and surprisingly, sometimes you find success in failure. And here's where I'm coming from. This has been an interesting week. 2 rejections this week and counting, crickets in the wings. But I know the universe is at work, and it can only mean one thing. There's something amazing coming down the road, and the path will be clear for me to take it when it comes. So until next time, may the 4th be with you. Yep, total Star Wars nerd here, aren't you? So debate, tackle the topic, comment. Whether you liked, loved, hated it, let us know in the comments. We look forward to hearing from you.